What's going on, utensils? I am Spoon, and we are back with our sexy microphone quality. And what I'm doing here today is a Modern Warfare 2 What a Spaz episode, because I've been doing Modern Warfare 2 religiously lately. I think I'm probably going to go back and play some more tonight. But what I wanted to do today is do a little commentary about, I guess, another opinion commentary. I don't really know if I have too many of these, but what I want to talk about is today. Hopefully, this video will be posted this evening, late this evening. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Today is 420, which is, as we all know, a very fantastical quote-unquote holiday. And I say that with all kinds of sarcasm, and that's going to get me to my topic today. But first, I want to go ahead and give you guys a warning. If you're offended easily, what's the whole thing they do in TV shows? Viewer discretion is advised. Yeah, if you get offended very easily, especially when it comes to talking about 420, then I highly suggest you do not watch. Well, you can watch the video, but just don't listen to the commentary, because I'm gonna throw out my opinion pretty heavy. And as you all know, I am very, very, very against substances, especially illegal ones. So you take with that take with that as you will. But at least you know ahead of time what my opinion is on it. So once again, if you get offended easily, if you're a little child when it comes to internet opinions, then you should probably leave. But if you're a frequent internet user and you understand that everyone has an opinion, and you're not too big of a troll, then stick around. Maybe you'd like to hear my opinion on things. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I do not like this day because it's just obnoxious. It's a day for everybody to go, yay! 420, it's so cool. It's not. It's it's not a holiday. It's not anything special. It's a freaking day of the year where people can celebrate being losers together. And I'm not saying everyone. Obviously, I mean, there's worst case scenarios for every situation, and there's also good cases. So and I'm not really trying to poke fun at anybody in particular, but overall, I think weed is a not even just weed, but substances in general are just a really, really big problem. And that's just, once again, that's my opinion. Alcohol, it's great. Social drinking, more power to you. But people use it for all kinds of stupid stuff. They get drunk. They make bad decisions, bad choices. They kill people basically because of their irresponsibility. And the same way goes to marijuana. Maybe not as much killing people, but I'm sure that a lot of people have ruined their own lives because of it. I'm not just sure of it; I know so, because I used to hang around with people that like to party a lot, like to use enhancing substances, and they used to get quote unquote fucked up all the time. And those people ultimately have no direction in life, and it's just people like that celebrate this day with a passion, like it's a very important thing to them, and it's about as important as I'm not even gonna say it, but it's it's not a good thing. It's like it's, in my opinion, it's like celebrating. Let's make 5/15. Let's make May 15th the day when we can all celebrate AIDS. It's like that's that's my opinion on it. You can't really put a celebrate kind of thing on it. There's nothing good about it. And I'm a very logical person when it comes to decisions I've made, and my decisions not to partake in substance usage is based on logic and based off of my decision making process. And I like to weigh the pros and cons against each other. And so this is what I've come up with, is that, if you want to go to a party and you want to drink a little bit, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to go get drunk, get fucked up, you got to think of the negatives about that. And the negatives greatly outweigh the positives. In the same way with weed. Before you get high, you have to think about the positives and the negatives. And, if you want to do it once again, there's worst case scenarios in every situation. So I can understand if you guys have been high before. Everyone's tried it for the most part. Anybody, especially of my age, has most likely tried it. But I like to learn from others' mistakes just as much as I learn from my own. And I've made shit ton of mistakes. Guarantee it. I'll be the first to admit it. but when it comes to partaking in illegal substance usage, drugs, stuff like that, I tend to have a good head on my shoulder about what I do and don't do. And what I want to do is, kind of give you guys my insight on it. If you're gonna do it, once again, have a good head about it. Be kind of mindset on, this is a trial period. If you're already a avid user and you're a quote unquote pothead, I don't mean to be offensive, but if some people take it that way, I highly suggest you look into other options. And I'm not just saying I hate weed altogether, because I agree that it should be used for medical purposes. There's nothing wrong with that. I think in responsible hands, anything can be good. And for those of you who are saying, "Oh, it's all natural. There's nothing wrong with it," blah blah blah. Yeah, there's plenty of things that are all natural that you don't want to stick in your mouth and smoke. Just saying. And once again, you take with that what you will. You can take it out of context if you want, but And for those of you that are saying you can't tax it, and that's why the government doesn't, want people to use, and that's why it's illegal, yada yada yada. Once again, take with that as you will. Take it out of context. But ultimately you got to face the facts, and you can stick up for it as much as you want. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, there's plenty of people in the world who misuse anything. Anything could be kind of a negative impact on humanity. And the way substances are used now, most of the time they are having a negative impact on humanity, whether it is illegal or legal at a certain age, so on and so forth. That's just how it is. Simple as that. It's that this day is having, in my opinion, a very unproductive negative impact on humanity. And I know a lot of you guys out there, especially internet goers, have partaken in celebrating. I said partake a lot today. I'm gonna get that word out of my vocabulary. But a lot of you guys have celebrated today as a national holiday, and I gotta tell you, it's not a national holiday. It's not at all. But for the people that once again have looked into this with an open mind and said, I'll give it a try, and then say, I don't see what the big deal is. You get high, and then you ultimately you don't really have any kind of positive impact, except for you waste money and you feel good for a short amount of time, and then it's over. It's basically a way to blow cash or burn cash, technically. And so, that's just my kind of opinion on it. About a year or so ago, when I had Facebook, I did a Facebook like a huge long paragraph about it, and I wish I still had the link for it, but of course I don't have Facebook anymore. But it was why it was 420 last year, and it was why I don't really care for it very much. And there was like 300 plus comments on there, just out of my friends list, and we were having this huge debate. But that's what I want to happen today. I want to have a debate on this, and I want an intelligent debate. I know it's the internet, and it's very hard for many of you to be intelligent. No offense, but if possible, try so. Leave your comments down below. Pros and cons of weed. I want to know, so I can kind of weigh them together, and I want to know what you guys think. So appreciate watching, appreciate you listening to me, and I'll be looking forward to reading your comments below. Spoon you later.